Hey, welcome back, everybody. So today I want to take a look at a problem that comes up for a lot of people early in their journey. You're starting to play some chords and you're starting to sound pretty good and you're transitioning well. So, of course, you're going to start wanting to learn your favorite songs. And a lot of times you get lucky and the chords that you Google are chords that you know how to play or that you can easily learn. Um, and then there's those times when you get a favorite song and you Google it only to find out that, well, there's a lot of sharps and flats and funny looking chords there. And you just realize that you can't play it. Well, don't worry, because today I'm going to give you a little trick. We can introduce Mr. Capo and show you what we can do with at least a couple of real classic songs, how we can make them easier to play, and the formula as it is to what I'm doing and how you can apply it to other songs. All right, here we go. Let's get at it. All right, so as mentioned, there comes a time in your journey that, you're Googling songs and everything is going good. The chords are easy, they're all open chords, they're chords that you know, you're able to pick and choose your songs. And then all of a sudden, you get into the more classic stuff or something that you really want to play, you Google it, and all you see is sharps and things like that. In fact, I call the key of E the key of death because there are so many songs that I wanted to play as a beginner, and it was in the key of E. And although the first chord is open in the key of E, it gets pretty ugly after that. So I would often have to just forego learning those songs. Well, today we're going to look at a way. I'm going to use two classic songs, hopefully, if it gets through the you know what, as an example. But this little trick or method applies to anything that you want to play that's in the key of C and necessitates you playing a load of bar chords. So, for example, with both of these songs, I'm just going to use one as an example because they're really similar. If I wanted to play them as I Googled them, I would have to play an E major, okay, which is fine. Okay, then I got to play a B major, a C sharp minor, and a G sharp. So it would sound something like this. Not the perfume that you wear, it's not the rhythms in your hair. Alright, that's all I'm going to play that song. But that's how you'd have to play it, okay? Now, I'm not saying that was great, not at all. I'm just saying that's how you'd have to play it with those amount of bar chords. And that's just not, or not for me anyways, was in the realm of my capabilities as a first year player. So I would just simply move on from that song, right? And say, oh, well, maybe another day. Well, today's your lucky day because I've got a little method for you, something that you can always remember. Now, before I show you this, all you purists out there, look, yes, you should probably one day learn your bar chords, okay? Don't use the capo as a crutch. That's what they say. I say do whatever works for you because we all have different things that we want to achieve. And if it's just sitting around playing your favorite songs on a Friday night in your kitchen or at the outdoor party or down the street at your friend's house, then so be it. The capos are the best way to go because what we're going to do today is show you how you can go from having to play a song with all those bar chords in it to playing a song sounding the same, if not even better, and playing only the chords that you know, and in this case, the chords that are in the key of C, right? Okay, so here we go. Here's the formula. I call it E for C. So anytime you see a song that you Google and it's in the key of E, right? Just think of this. Key of E, capo on 4, to play the chords of C. E, 4, C. Right? Now let me explain how that works. So let's take that exact same song, right? Now instead of having to play E, B, which is a bar chord, C sharp minor, G sharp, there is another chord in that song in another verse where it ends, instead of ending with the G sharp, I believe it ends in A, maybe, right? So, there's an open chord, but again, we have to play those other 3 bar chords. So in this case, what we're doing is we're taking the song, and although we're keeping it in the key of E, because when you play a C with a capo on 4, you're actually playing D, would be 2 frets, and E would be 4 frets. So you're actually playing an E. So you're not changing the key of the song, you're just changing the chords that you're playing the song in to something, in most cases, much easier and more attainable for early guitar players. Now, this applies to any song, not necessarily this chord progression that I'm going to play, but in any song you can take it from having to play those bar chords in the key of E by putting capo on 4, and you can take it to open chords out of the C major realm, which would be C, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, and A minor. All right? Here we go. So in this case, your E becomes, your starting point becomes your C. Because remember, C, if we move it up 2 is a D. If we move it up 2 more, in this case 4, where the capo is, we're playing an E. So here we go. Yeah, it's not the perfume that you wear, not the rhythms in your hair. Okay? So that's how easy this can become. We swap out a set of, well, difficult to play bar chords, and we substitute them with chords that I'm sure we all know and can play quite well. And we get the same, keep the same key of the original song. Okay? Now, just before I leave you, another song that is considered classic, I guess, or everybody seems to know it, would be this one here. And it's the same thing. It's in the key of E. Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. All chords that we know. Right? So we apply that to any and all songs in the key of A. Put a capo on 4, and now we just got to find out, match them up. So if E is your first chord in the key of E in that song, then it will be C. And after that, I'll leave it up to you to transpose, right? We've covered that in other videos, and but rest assured that very popular chord progression of E, B, C sharp, G sharp, something like that, is really just C, G, A minor, and either E or F. So you're always going to have that. So in this case was C, G, A minor, F, and both songs had that same thing. And both songs had a variation of that. A minor to the E in the Cars song, and in the Journey song, was to the F the first time, E minor the second time. Okay? All right, so I just thought that would be something to share with you, something creative and something that you can use for the rest of your days. Because remember, While everyone screams about how you should really learn your bar chords, you don't have to learn anything you don't want to or need to. And for most of us, the whole idea of playing guitar is to take a few open chords, play our favorite songs, your friends' favorite songs, maybe do a little entertaining at the next backyard party, that kind of stuff. Use the capo, man. It's so much easier, okay? And you are going to fast path your way while you're actually, playing your new arrangement of your song. You could have that played and entertained before the time it took you to learn all the bar chords and be able to transition between the bar chord shapes that you need to. You're just making life a lot easier by using the capo. All right? I hope it helps. And if you like what you hear and see, as always, maybe you could take a second to hit the like and maybe subscribe if you haven't already. It tells YouTube that maybe I'm a somebody when, well, we all know I'm a nobody, right? All right. So anyways, and remember, the most important thing is just play your guitar, because when all the smoke settles, that's how you get better, is by just playing your guitar. All right, everybody. See you later. Bye for now.